assumed that this was going to be more Republicans than Democrats when I came here. So I'm a little more nervous than I would have been otherwise. But I would like to say that I think a lot of the people here that are cheering you and applauding your courage, most likely a lot of them didn't vote for you. I, on the other hand, have voted for you in every election since 2010. And in fact, I worked on your first campaign in 2010. I knocked on hundreds of doors for you. I made hundreds of cold calls for you, inviting people to your events to meet you. I made tons of personal phone calls to friends to vote you in when you were running against a bunch of other people, right? That was like your hardest election versus being an incumbent, in the last time you ran. So I was there for you from the very beginning. I'm not sure how many people applauding his courage were, but I would like to say since that time, I've changed my position on you. And you have spent the last 2 years failing to do your job, which is to directly represent the popular will of your constituents. That is your job.
That's not my job. No,
I double-checked online before I wrote that in my notes. So it is your job. It's on House.gov. You can read it yourself.
My job is to uphold the Constitution.
No, that's not what House.gov says.
That is my job.
That's not what... Those are not mutually exclusive. Do you realize that those are not mutually exclusive?
They can be. Okay. That's why our system is designed the way it is.
Not in the way that you've behaved. At first, okay, so you called for the nearly unprecedented step of impeachment. And at first you gave no reason. I read every single one of your tweets. And then when you were pressed, you finally gave a reason, and you came up with things like discussions of firings that never happened, rumors of recusal reversals that never happened, nobody reversed their recusal, and then made baseless claims about obstruction of justice, which I know you discussed it before, but you have to have corrupt intent. So you have to prove that Trump knew that he was guilty of a crime and knowingly tried to obstruct justice based on that, okay? You don't have that. You don't have proof of corrupt intent. You don't.
That's not what the Mueller report says.
And you further know that impeachment would tear this country apart if it went through and he was removed from office. It would cause a political upheaval in this country people in this generation have never seen before, possible civil war. You rest safe, you rest safe in the knowledge that that will not happen, that he won't be removed from office. So you get to make the political grandstanding that raises your national profile. You are now a national household name. That's called political capital. And you are hoping to launch your star bigger and brighter than District 3. You just talked about how you did better in District 3 than Trump. Do you want to talk about how the last election you got the least amount of support that you ever have because you haven't supported the MAGA agenda? Now that's your right to do so, but it's your right to support whatever you want, but you also know that you have no future in this district because of that as a Republican. So you want to go bigger and brighter. And I have my final thing, my question is, why did you talk nothing about the FISA abuses? If you care about the Constitution so much, why didn't you say anything about the year-long violation of the Fourth Amendment rights of Trump and his entire transition team? Every phone call, every email, every personal conversation for a year was spied upon and recorded. And they had no knowledge. And you are laughing. You are laughing about a year-long spying on an entire team of people. Fourth Amendment's violated. And you didn't speak about it once. You didn't speak about the FISA abuses, which is currently under investigation. And you called A.G. Barr a liar without any proof. There was plenty of supporters on the other side. We finally got a voice on our side.
First of all, about Attorney General Barr misrepresenting things deliberately, I put out a set of tweets today which make it very clear. It's not really refutable. Go ahead and find some way to refute the tweets. Mueller himself issued a letter to Barr saying you are misleading people. So that's not even refutable. I think most of the stuff you're saying on FISA is just an excuse. It's an excuse. People come up with this excuse about FISA. First of all, the FISA only relates to one part of the investigation. The rest of the investigation is not related to that FISA. You can't obstruct justice in the whole investigation because you think one part has a problem. That's not the way our system works. Second of all, nobody has fought more against FISA abuse than me. Nobody. Nobody in Congress.